Mami mbo Adom Kyei abaso.
Hey mama. Una unie. Upa unie.
Abusia, it is say, Cedis on here. You are once again welcome to the Nation's Anchor TV on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. I am Eniso Medase. So I just so be your community on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. Thank you very much for your support. Wa unya meka ho no so, but modern say wo hwem ya, wo follow button no so, and also wo the subscribe button no so. Now what choose the notification bell said the bear won't miss any update there. I decided that this platform will give you the reality and the authentic news without suspense. Thank you so much. In this episode, the Ebeka one some say, Osofo Penny Adom Kyei atu anamo bi me ye short mo bebre na mo hwe video ni bi mo hu bi e bia on TikTok, on YouTube, maybe on Facebook. But the Nation Anchor tena say ya e ana me so me pick asem no different angle kra na me de wa chewa dwene si baby na ama wo hu se de e wo se e kwa na se de tie enti gibre na in this episode no me nya botere ndwam na emunda ho pefe na nya ntiase on that particular issue. If you Adom Kyei na sorry Philadelphia camp second chance Adomo ayadom
Adepa kwa mede abu nyame nipa Adom Kyei
na ko mede kabu woche Stephen Adom Kyei a
ene se
diake
asori bebre
asafo baba o
eyo sofo ene opese asori ma edisika ebre no
le esumo aka asafo bi ka sika abahale
enso
si
nyame nipa Adom Kyei
wonyomgbamo Stephen Adom Kyei a
ono mom ene de ono ani botom sika ema ne so
le mo de ka ekotoku bi sika ha asafo bi
enti nyame shira no
e wonyomgba chole
na baby oyi se sika ni free no
koni ye na eji ona kan sika akejo
nyame san fansha anan moho
Abusia de tene se enche bia ene nyina ye hu atorenchem kese a esiye e wo kantamanto baby a adwadifo no edi dwa no we are all aware ekoda kosore da kra yanti asem de se ya atorenchem se accidentally se ye boapayo se ye nipa bonefo eno de ho nsem de bebre. As I'm speaking with you now, no, minim se mpanifo gusu ye hwehwemu sa aban mo agusu aban no anase se ya ban ye government ne gusu ye hwehwemu ahwe the cause of that there anase sa akogu akoda aye na otwe mienu nkomo asem there Ghana for you and I we are all aware sa asem si Ghana ha se ya acha na otwe ba ko mienu wetere wansa ye de amanyame ewo mu a ebesasi na ye de akomanyame. And on that note, I am not sure Sebia thorough investigation be koso. If it is going on there, then you be bomb penny for abaso say omomo modern investigation I was a koso. They share the cause, the intimacy no kwan. They said the better me that prevent it from happening again. Sana kwesibro ni chire na mind. Sa asemi o kwesibro ni kromu a say a natural disaster, say accidentally. However the issue is, and I know Florida, eja is a tough Florida important mu baby. Nhwehwemu kra kosoma omo anya suspect bi a echesa kwasibro ni asem si a onfa manyame otu wanamo epe baby free epa no sibire se de be ya empo so kire baby besa sibie mu kra na enko ekese te se de bi edi kan siye no sa na wose yen bibi man so yetena ebo ye bra ekekere ye man enti ye besere panifo me sure se na se me de beto panifo nim se mama man hwehwemu eto ntwa na yen ka se de amanyame yen fa amanyame yemfa manyame this time around edamu nyina ase abusunya de tene se atorechem we siye edwadifo bebre na ene me no ka se ade to mani ondwetire wonkakra woni media dance se yemman mu ayewei yankasa ne ye kweli ne yankasa ne ye gro ye ho ne ye boye bra support ankasa de support ay free amanyo ana ya ban ho baye ho no swa metimi kura gina so akasa ye mpukura ne ye sa support to aban no. Yes, citizens any support to Abino. The support from the government to the people is not that compared to the developed countries. The reality is yes, citizens na ye kweli no ye support to Abino. And on that note, Satorenchem be say bad. Ya na etoji nipa hodo wo ɔman individuals do maybe an sorry ahodo boa do maybe amanyofo ni bi enku so boa do maybe ona wanya wo ho enso boa eti kantamanto de nsie we saw Nana Kwame Bediako over there, we saw Baumia over there, we saw our current vice president Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang so ho yehu nipa bebre ho omokoye MPs ahodo in their capacity omokoye emwa ahodo mbetimi da boa adwadifo no omode ekoboa omo and sorry ahodo nso omo so in their capacity ombetimi aye bi da boa omo church members no omo so eye omo afamu de bedodo na dia mbetodwa compared to ADOM KYEI ade a abetodwa eye nora ene ne edintre ha e won tentan so no se me ma wrong information ADOM KYEI ede 2.2 million Ghana cedis old currency no 22 billion ato chairman in sorry ma omoye affected such accident and such issue and incident in a course no and it is trending and helter scatter ubi etu nisrenya basa said ubi ati asefa the empesa eti ase ne say somebody like me or some people like us so because us talk of Abraham Ben Moshe, talk of common sense family members, we are the very people that are critical on religion, that are critical on our pastors in our society, in our country Ghana. But we want to state this categorically, and we want to make this emphatically say the first say you criticize us for elbow us for chi ebie nipa dwene mo religion ho how omode dada nipa no does not mean say the pastors or the religious leaders are our enemies. We don't see them as our enemies. So please, our followers and our audience, let us not consider them as as our enemies. No. So we are there na say eye ewo man ni mu a e baba bontene abebo o mabaso abeka so my ade. So we are na sankoye nso a ye kura baba bontene abeka o manim abekriticize o mu. That is what we want you to understand. Eti misre seba ni say na se ba bonten beka bibia ya mamu nya ade adwene bi say sofu bia peka pramo bia na sofu bia pesempo mo bia na sofu bia peteku mo bi me ofara mete ha ma criticize ADOM KYEI bia on so many occasions in context to what was in discussion. I say in context. I don't just criticize for criticizing sake. I criticize in context. But in this episode mami mo ADOM KYEI abaso. Yes. Maybe you might disagree with me, but I will explain the reason why it's here. Mami mo ADOM KYEI abaso. E dey na why
yen nuanom ye maame no ye papa no mu a ana no asemasi wakantamato ejom ese omo enyuma omo japade omo niam omo to nyina amasa abri oyo ne ato omo no wapa se obeboa omo ana no wode to just wode 22 billion ye 2.2 million new Ghana cedis ebeboa omo ene ne da no enti ene ye papa edisika ne ma ye nuama no ye papa no mo ese omo fanko se omo adwumam sabre edu sabre ya na ye enisuo aya hometie yo mu bedi kura ayede eti obuafo ne wan enu ti na Kristo so mo bae se sabi ne wakodi adwam ne no wakire ne ne wosu Kristo ebenam Kristo so mo so agisa nipa no enu na ye papa eda na di ene ye besia ye nuanom ye papa no ye maame no asika ya ka mo sase ma mo banko bonkwa ma mo banko bo etre engo mu eti so mo fanya ne amfata ne de ma o mo se o mo fanko di juma na o mu di edwa na o mu di ya ba sro mo fanko shem o mo hu ne se e seed money so mo be gina na kua no masem so na o mu di we di dada ne dani kakra afida na ya ni monyam hye na ayamo ho mo eti sabe no se pese odidi a ebe bo na manadi ba se ne aba na se wodua no wodi a da bia kom na be de o mo.
In fact no kre eye baako okanokra ohunyehi opani ADOM KYEI a minim se me criticize wa omo share video no e ma won saka ba minim se de mi beyi wo mo share ma bere bia along the line wona montentan no so na se obehu a the nation anchor make catch on say why are they this is good say asori a wo society no emu no etimi aboa omo church members etimi initiate certain policies and certain initiatives at the economic life of their church members it is good. Honestly speaking, asori ewa manone oko America, Germany, France, Belgium, UK, Europe, asori wo hono. But the concept or the content or the motive of sorry na what these countries na mebobo so no is not to take the people to heaven. TME, more manone no, Patron testify or comment section was say, and sorry na, a war amanone no, their prime motive is the nipe echo heaven and na. And nothing a young fan to Tim Kola, and nothing a young fan to Kola di uskumu, and nothing a young fan sham Kola trim. And sorry na manone no, their prime motive and their impact is to help the development of their societies, of their country, to make impact. And when we talk of the development of the people or the development of a country, it is simple means developing or helping or supporting people in communities for them to have a better life, for them to have a good life. If the people are able to have a good life and better life, it takes a lot of the negativities from their mind. And for that matter, it increases their good living aspect, or it makes them good people. In society, the negativity and also women say the mentality is centered on everybody wants to survive. The mentality is centered on everybody wants to survive, and we don't have enough support facilities or enough support centers in our society. And for that matter, each one for himself, God for us, or each one for himself. If each one for himself in a surviving state, like the animal kingdom now, laws, rules, passionate, caring does not work. It's all about the strongest survive. Obi apeso bunu yonko, obi apeso twa ne yonko ti kokonsa, okodi obi kokonsa na wanya animonyam o baby, okodi obi na ti na akonya favor bi o baby, said the bear or the best survival, obu obi na their survival. So we share the developed countries now. Churches are there. But let's ask ourselves, say, what are the impact or what are the involvement of the church in terms of the development of the country? More man, you can put some at the comment section. From my little knowledge, anaka kram minimum, amanane religion, the church ne wa manane no. The mentality or the motive is not to take people to heaven. It's not to take people to where they will go when they die. No. The motive is to how they can help the development of their current existence. I ask this one way. Any woman, how the church can help the development of that society. And for that matter, there are a lot of interventions, a lot of support to the people, to the communities, to the society. The church collaborates with the government to do this. You know, one thing abrofo advance before you do what say, nipa ne bebo nipa. De nyame be yama nipa bia wa ya wie. De aka nyina nipa ne beto aso abo nipa. And ehɔ no, omo pese omunya a safe and comfortable environment. I'm not saying it's amanone the environment is 100% comfortable boni ni ho, etutrasem ni ho. That is not what I'm saying. But the rate anyhow, eniyama bia ehia se be kwakofa boni anase be kwakofa atorenche maba ekoso ye society mu hase no. Ebi ni ho, ebi ni den ekom ahokyere kakra nipa bi bedi de obehye stress adwendwene lack of social support ye ha say na ni hasa but amanone ho no asore no afa such enema ne bebrato ne ho so a most of support centers job enuane baby amokwaji nuane wotimi kwa ema montade baby ahokyere wa wotimi kwa no mam pebibia mo most of them no I'm sure say sorry no na it taking in charge or more taking care of that in the society. Because so yes sir na wotimi boa nipa dodo no e wo de obehye de obedi bibi kise na adwen so a baby obekwa amayetima ka bibi ache no a counsel na say a kasa kire no ama psychologically what in maybe ase a wotimi succeed with that in the society the rate of bone na titwitwa ayaka de mo friend bone a ntia mamunko emanipa nko heaven no etini nyina so krono ba sibra hodo ni sa etini nyina etiso because nipa no so be kwa kotu sa na mo na enye bia de odi ni de o hye enti ne bia okotu sa na mo no eye bia na ono ana akọ influence bi na amanage sa na mo but oba society nim Ghana ha sei na bodi ahodo ekoso nyina no ne base nyina ya ho kire ketenkete bia nipa nya support ena manipa etu sa na mo no kokonsa ntokwa ayaka krono ba sibra loto de mo friend boni na mo preach tia no eye nyama we a nipa no mu ni support ne ho kire na obekọ asori fie no osuro kra se okode akoto asori anim ye beka se ye mompae mo nyame beye se sofu hia bibia ye nyigi e won sori ma ho ne fa mboa sofu besa asori ba hia bibia ye nko nyame anim ye nya akom kire se ye capital majority of nipa no ma mo won sori dem no e capital bi ana omu hia e dey start business bi enya mpa ya asem enya fast and some majority of womo akogu nsori dem a ebo mpa ye ebubu bonsam nan ebreke bonsam nyuma no majority of them 1000 bi no hia 2000 bi no hia obi kura de owo de capital no but ebia ideas na ohia counseling kasachire bi no hia all these are avenues the church in our society no can establish ebeboa kakra wo pese wo die bi ni fie wo ba asore ne betima ma obibi entade bi na wo pe asore ne betima support wo sa capital bi na wo pe da kwhye business bi ase asore ne betima support wo sa ebeti de mo friend bone na monam kromo preach tia na mo ka kire manfo se o mo sa kire mfiri hu na mo de mo anu keke na ka kire manfo no the more you keep preaching for people to repent from those things no the more those things keeps increasing montena say access mo ho share video ima sofo bi share to asori group share to asori WhatsApp platform bi so na mo sofo penifo ntie mo sori man de montimi nkan kire omo the national common sense family for you be ka kire omo share ma me share video no ma me hit on the share button and share the video for me. So sorry no started establishing these kind of support centers in our society, collaborating with the government. Within a year or two, no, drastically, mo say boni rate na mo preach it no, esobetic. But all you guys are doing out there, they say mo de mo ano fafa, edi crusade ahodo, any dede radio so TV so say mama be social media and internet and so crowd so and mo de mo ano keke, and e ka kire manfo say mo sa kire wo, mo nye say you, yes am nko help no. As I'm speaking with you now, yeah, my Ghana, we are more or less in a survival state. Everybody wants to survive. The kind of support a free government, however, to the people, for the people to live well, no, is atom. Very little. Very, very micro. And for that matter, each one for himself, God for us all. Intade chia, nipa no, the okoya or no so di benye bibia kwa na no no odwe ne ho. So obebu ni nua wo, so obewusisi ni nua wo, so obeton ni nua wo, so obeku ni nua wo. Eno na ye secondary ma mani tirim kura. Enti ama love, passionate, compassion, affectionate, honesty, truthfulness, integrity, amani nyina so ati. Enti asori na dwuma say in Ghana, in Africa, in my country, it is the responsibility of the church say obetena say timi ni aban na din komo. Not the church and also another arm of government to establish a lot of bases or centers. Edu baby ko aban betimi abagete na aban betimi support in a way. But oba ekro ma say the church is all about osuru ni efie hehe. Ye ba sa koyechi. Na sa se so aye we die eye ya kwantu. Sa woman na oto sa anyum no. And the mummy said, "The fee do send no, the cash do send no." That is just by the by. It's about time, man. And what's the ADOM KYEI and sorry, baby, na a year. In fact, open the ADOM KYEI. Salute, respect. Me, my criticize open. Meaning, say, omo me criticize almost share video no ma on sakano. Me and now me criticize and I said, now me fire me bo abaso the way. Omo share, but. Meaning say eventually when sabe come video me say why at. Thank you so much. One kasa for my checks am I no meaning say you've been supporting your church members with an amount of money for them to put into their businesses. You've been doing that. Thank you so much for doing that. Openi makuma so ada na say madu say it's from time going and I say from now going no me pese obe start na why establish factories for your branches across the country. Krobia or branch womubiano, sika or mode bano, ube fa kwan biso, then your factory, and I was a waiting my set was a crunima, no was set a factory or crunim. A Greek, especially Kuyayom, was set a factory now, mobile but my jasase, no my queer or my dobanchi, bordier, tomatoes, no was set a factory, no more processing, no more brandy, not a bar market. Nini na beside this car brass sorry no. Ama sorry na tinya koso atere na hiem. On in that case no so na asore no say boa make impact in society whereby o create jobs e ma amanfo anya biye o boa amanfo economically financially amanfo anya adwuma ye no na sabi the necessary support asore no betimi dia boa the people no afei nipa no boni ahodo na e society ni mu na asore ne pese o stop ana se asore ne pese nipa no mjai no automatically boni no so be start ati onkodi ni nwan kokonsa fi so o ba bi ko ye adwuma bi sika beba ne nsam obetimi ayi botoma to de opese oto aban no kura kwaje busia bi bompo a obetimi de sa busia mu fa ba bi asa man sorry no imagine say Methodist, Pentecost, Anglican, this Orthodox or this old churches no imagine so omo nyina obi e create inuma factories a Greek sector into the fabric world in other sectors na one man churches here baza wala boys obi anso create bi sika no ko aban ho sika no basa ba sori no ho na sori no sa sika ne tere na hiem imagine senka Ghana anke besu adwuma ho ana but it is rather unfortunate sika no nyina ko one man boys yi ho no mo de regesi no mo de yajapade but I think sa ADOM KYEI bia opani wani afi sa ekra sa ubepe ba ko minu bi de ka so bom kra at least be bia wadwi ahode no de aka ne sen ebe me de say wo no o narrative a was set here say wo pace and say de wa ye ebe me de say instead of building churches no we build factories so if you Kumasi ba kra o tra sankare o ba betna o betra sankare asankare barrier baby a first na police checkpoint bi wa dampare eko close no o tra sa checkpoint na if o ba on your left o kwa on your right minim se sa asase ne da ho na ye wo dia and minim the structure wo put was asase ne so se medru ho bia na meraho kire say me hu yi na nka a factory bi na o set up either fabric factory either processing factory bi nanka menya nanka sa nanka sorry money be nya adwuma ye nanka aboa the communities and the societies no but I sorry dan meti se beti ba fa nipa almost 500,000 plus and I will see no openi and sorry dan dey be across the country but ade abama wo empire netima grow something I'm suggesting to you enti daddy edu baby a be fa ya kakra but o ye na say boa so eboa in the society na e ba be boa baso. Thank you so much for an amount we are watching. Abusia share video yi ma wo sofo asori nsanka. Mo a mo ten sorry ahodo am sorry man eba. A o mo de o mo bre ne o mama ne kakra o mo kolikoli no mo ye no ene de ba no. Mesrem. Sa mo gina mo de ye investment ahodo ne sika ba mo nsam a. Ya ma ne nyam nko a na mo de bo mo bra. Da bi. Ene ye mo bi ekiri no. Sa odi nyame din be ka kire manfo se o mo mbra be sum nyame bi. Na sa wunya sika firi o mo som no mo som nyame ni mu a. Na wo di sika ne bo bra kese da wo di sika ne live o lavish life. Na wo ma ato mutiri wana se wo ma na da wo mutiri se wo nyame na ma wo ye mi what is a lie. E wo mutaku ni o mo sempo. You know, let me decode this. There is a particular concept. Dodo na anim. Ehiafo. Ye society na ye hu ye mo se ye ehiafo no. Ye multi-million dollar industry. Na that mechanism we na so for no use. Ehiafo na se me kan se nipa 20, 30. Omo obia o 50 cedis. Omo nyina hu omo so omo ni sika hi omo because omo 50 cedis yes ke bia. Okay. Sa nipa 50 no. That 50 cedis no. Mo obi enyi 20 cedis out of the 50 cedis. Na sa nipa 50 no come together. No mo fa sa 20 cedis no mbom. It becomes a huge amount of money. Our mobile media started a business be. Eventually business need grow no. Na omo set we establish a back or mungo take care of it. Ya establish a back or mungo take care of it. Side nipa 50 no. Betim the sas kaketwa I build something. But ya dwene no amwa ho de nduru sam pempe so no. It is a 50 cities. You who say, Yafo. Your quite sorry, the one. Ye per heaven, Biako. Near catcher say, I'm going to be a Jumentino. Ye feel proud, say, be to the city, Jaco to collection. Naka 30 cities. I have some make Naka 30 cities, na share. Nay, near J. Oh, Timmy boy, you made my boy, you made 20 cities. I never heard them, my boy, so no many baby. Ubet to know him, was enough 50 cities, na sakra, na feel cobble sample, and I saw Okapafro. Unyapufra, the cycle continues. Now, so this is what the pastors are doing. Most are here for you are multi-million-dollar industry. More realizes some more come together. Some of your memoir, more communities more come together. No more says can start to be on your own. So from the Yamidi, a bed says can the name of Boyameduma sow seed, tight, collection, affordea. So from this concept, no bed says can. Or different momoa, na imwa be say 1 city, 10 city, 5 cities, 2 cities, 2 cities. Or different momoa, one be do. Or they acquire investment to baby. Say cast or the better atom. Say assassin or the better atom. Say bank or the better top treasure. Or they acquire say investment. Not a woman on a increasing man. I feel within 2-3 years. No, I be ye say them. Now, my name saying, maybe now man, I debi. A young son, I want to me. Oh, no, no, yes, I young son or the ajay. Now, so I saw for Mojis Escana. I think it's about time I was almost at this kind of society in the right way. Yes, I'm going to check, but more find establishing industries and factories in the society. More find establishing centers be a nipa bit me abaho, no nipa inya support me. And as my always said, this current administration, John Dramani Mahama, obey me this time around. Me who is our got naturally. No one share them baby from back behind. No back field, and also this time around. Minyaya. Now, connect the Christian Council and the Christian board in a meeting. Both the Orthodox and the Charismatic in a meeting. The church has money. The pastors are billionaires. They have money. You have no idea. Mention them. So for no they have money. They can even give Ghana loan. The church has money. I always say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ebeti mini sorry ni na tenase. Na ko dia to sorry na say. My people, let us build our country. You guys are not paying any tax, but millions of money comes to you every Sunday. I want you to collaborate with the government for us to start establishing factories. The government will not take the factory from you, but the seed capital or the money to establish this capital should come from you, the church. The government will give you certain tax-free or certain tax incentives free for you to be able to operate. So that we will employ majority of the youth. You have no idea the number of my best at your bomb mining. A sorry nankasa a producing a sorry brand no they told my a bibuka other countries. And I don't know I said don't mind Mahama say what hard first so then cream for any aji. You see, this is not what the way forward. No. Me who ye ka John Dramani Mahama. Ebia onya enyamba team a mo share video man sanka. The Muslim community and the Islam board and that. You know what? This year and next year, please, you guys should come together. Let's contribute all the hard transportation or all the hard fare. No, yen kambum na buying for sikabin kahu. Yen for establishing factories in our Zongo communities. You just imagine. Yen for 2 years, Mecca fare no, $4,000+ no. Omo beti mi akori obi anfa ne de mbra munye we enfa sacrifice mamuma mo anko meka ala bumfu mu because nya munyina na mutimi ko ebi na ko ebi nko omo ma anko no ala bumfu mu but mo beti mi akono mo fa sa sika we bra $4,000 something fair no ya nyigi ni nyina mbom aban no fa bi nka ho se loan kura na aban no beti mi akoji a onkoji bi sika bi nka ho ye fa establish 2-3 factories in all our Zongo communities ubehu the rate at which unemployment rate and ghetto boys in our Zongo community. Ube the way are so better. But no anyho young comeka call the namho na Saudi Arabia making millions of dollars. The yemrefi with the name strangers, the name Al-Haji, the name Hajiano, it means you are a stranger, foreigner, and I say ho you're proud of that keke. You see why your development are catching. So Abusia. So when I share video, I share mame. I think some manya botre actually never be bremu in this particular video, and it's worth sharing. I'm not boom for me. If you are a religious person, if you are a Muslim, if you are a Christian, I'm not boom for me. It's all about the development of our country. On this note, the nation uncle, the Amigina so I can say, open your ADOM KYEI, why are they? Say, we support our church members. You know, it is good to appreciate and to encourage you. Say, but talk akoso I am more. Makasa bebre. Me did say, I buy a woman. Me no ma mo hweme. The one me ya adwen no, obetima ma hu. So we will be so abetimi dia ka ho a in my next presentation, may emphasize on that and so on. Obetimi that to comment section for me. Me that say. Me dey no fire the nation uncle. Ye man enkan ko ne ye man ye yo entia na bibia ye ba o screen so e be chechere se mu no. Me that say no bra wunya ma me. Misro, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Pomodi afa won say me a subscribe button no so. Adoma bi won chen ho. For say me adoma no so. Ne choose adoma ni di kan no all notification say the be ya me ba live and say me the video be atuma on sabeka me da say. Ola abushia the nation ankeni me de wadu Caslot roofing system. In fact eba ni prempren Ghana ha dia ope adwumaku a eba no wodan so bone ho nkekan dia omo etwa ne neat ama o Caslot roofing system. Monim said the nation ankeni at the bone ho adanse emma machidifo. Caslot roofing system emma o services edidi suwe eba no roofing installation yembo dan no so ma o neat eba no woodwork installation yemfa nnua papa empro entity ense emmo dan no so ma o neat eba no metal trusses installation yemfa nade nwu dan no so eya solid dan eya private resident dan bia yemfa nade nwu so ma solid eba no roofing waterproofing what the kind mo bodan no so ma nanso baby ankoye leakages wom in fact o show e wo dan nim enframa papa emfa dan nim dan bia ne se ne ye boso nye dan ni nyina ne peja dan enchanse nim nye dan ni nyina ne ma enchanse ne ba form o padwumaku a omode engineers or moye well experienced and well known engineers ebegu akwama ba mo betwa adwuma no nitama wa Caslot roofing system Euro tiles enchanse papa ye di good dan so a enrusting renachi a Caslot roofing system twa adwuma no nitama obi omo number and the screen so a wo hwe no 0530446354 0244579319. In fact omo ye adwuma ko Ghana fa na ba bia fa number no na frɛ omo na ka chom say the nation uncle and the chere hasi ombema discount pia.
Follow us on Facebook, Ofa Yaw, the nation's uncle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Nation's Uncle TV. Follow us on TikTok, The Nation's Uncle. The Nation's Uncle gives you the raw truth. Thanks for watching.